Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for subscribing to our YouTube channel, for getting information about us. If you want further information about us, please go to www.tntvisa.com. If you have any questions at any time, you can place them in the comments, or you can reach out to us directly at info@tntvisa.com or via text or WhatsApp at 754-610-7266. Now, today we're going to be discussing a little bit about how people, when they enter the United States under employment visas, can also get residency. Now, there are a variety of different options. In each case, in each situation is different based on what is best for you. And so you would need to consult with an immigration attorney. And again, if you would like to reach out to us, you can reach out to us at info@tntvisa.com or via text or phone or WhatsApp at 754-610-7266. Now, the way that you can get residency if you are here on an employment-based visa, one of the ways is called the Perm process, which is a process, three-step process that can sometimes be broken down into two steps through the Department of Labor and Immigration. Now, the first step is to actually file the Perm application. And what that is you're submitting to the Department of Labor or verification that you have applied for and advertised for a job in the United States in your location, and no one was able to qualify. And so you now wish to permanently hire a foreign national to sit in that position. Now, when you're doing this, what your immigration attorney should be doing is checking to see what is your position, what is your degree, what expertise that you have, and they're going to work with you and your employer to create a strategy on how to best develop a position that for you. Now, the position will need to first be submitted to the Department of Labor to come out with a prevailing wage, which was what they determine is the closest salary requirement for that position, for the requirements that are needed as to work in that position in the area that you are located. They come back with that, then you do the advertisement process where you actually have to advertise in the paper, you have to advertise online, you have to advertise in the company that this is an open position that is available to anybody who is looking. There are other criteria on how you do the advertisement. Once the advertisement is done, you submit the perm request to the Department of Labor. They review it. They may have some additional questions, asking, verifying that you actually did follow up with candidates that reached out to you. And then once they feel that everything is done properly and okay, they will certify the request. Once it is certified, you have 6 months to actually file a petition with immigration stating that you now want to permanently hire that the company wants to permanently hire you in that position. This whole process can take some time. If you are looking to do it, we would recommend that you start now because it is something that could take at least 1 year just through the Department of Labor, if not more. And then you can file with immigration. Now, depending on what category you're filing for, determines whether or not you can actually file for residency when you file the request with immigration. Again, this is something that you need to discuss with your attorney. It also will determine when you should apply, because certain situations and certain visas will allow you to apply for residency and not lose your visa status in the U.S., while others, once you file for your permanent residency, you lose your visa status. So, for example, if you're here on an H-1B or an L-1 visa, you can file both. You can file the residency at the same time, and you don't lose your H-1B and L-1 status in the U.S. However, if you're here on an O or an E visa, once you file the residency, you lose that. You lose the E status or O status in the US. So this is something that you need to talk to with your attorney before you actually make the step on when you're going to actually file for the request. So there's a variety of different things. This is something that you really need to work with an attorney to develop a strategy to determine what is the best position for you. And then you need to go through and make sure that you follow all the requirements that are needed for the perm process. And then once that is done, you submit the request and you're able to move forward and get your residency in the US. The residency applies for you, your spouse, and any child under 21. And if the child ages out at a certain time, they still may be covered. You just have to look into it to see when they are covered and whether they're not. So again, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this information, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You will get more up-to-date information about us, about immigration, and any additional news that comes through. You can also get information about our firm, about us individually at www.tntvisa.com. And if you ever have any questions, again, you can post them in the comments, or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp, text, or phone at 754-610-7266. Thank you very much for watching. We're glad that you got this information. And if you need anything else, we're here